Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm PJ Neville.
And I'm Avery Jakovic,
coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Wednesday, June 4th, and a day H.
Wow, PJ, I can't believe that this is our first time on camera together, and our last broadcast of the year.
It definitely feels like the year flew by. 1 minute September, and the next we're talking about finals and summer break.
It's also been a packed last few weeks. From theater events to studying for finals and for our seniors preparing for graduation, I think we've saved the best for last with today's broadcast.
There's a lot to get to, but before all that, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As we all know, final exams are next week. But what you may not know is the new exam schedule, with a few key differences from past semesters. From lunch included to later start times, this new schedule should give you that extra boost you need to ace finals this year. Starting off this Friday, it will be a half day with periods 1 through 4 meeting until 12:30. Following that, there will be an optional time to review with teachers until 2:30. Moving into finals week, Monday will start off with period 1 from 9:30 to 11. With the new feature of this schedule, we will now have a 1-hour lunch break in between exams from 11 to 12, with the cafeteria open as normal. Then followed by period 2 exam from 12 to 1:30, Tuesday remains the same with periods 3 and 4 exams. Wednesday, though, will be a half day, similar to Friday, but with periods 5, 6, 7, and 8 meeting in preparation for those exams. Thursday holds periods 5 and 6 exams, and Friday will finish off the week with periods 7 and 8. We hope you enjoy this new schedule and you crush those tests.
This year's graduation ceremony is scheduled for Monday, June 16th at 10:30 a.m. on Dunning Field. We are fortunate that Dunning can accommodate a large crowd, so there are no restrictions on attendance. Family, friends, and guests are all welcome to join and celebrate. If the weather doesn't cooperate, the rain date is set for Tuesday, June 17th, same time and place. It's a moment this senior class has been working toward for years, and we're looking forward to cheering on the graduates as they walk across the stage and move on to their next chapter. If you would like to purchase your own copy of the graduation ceremony, they could be bought on My School Bucks for $30, and they really help out the NCTV program. Congrats, seniors.
If you ordered a yearbook, then listen up because yearbooks are coming out for distribution this week. Seniors pick them up on Monday and Tuesday, and everybody else should be able to pick them up through the rest of the week, from 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning in the cafeteria, as well as during lunch. We've got a yearbook with us in the studio, so let's take a look. This year's theme is shuffling through the memories, and the yearbook is packed with amazing moments. If you didn't order one and still want to snag a copy, there are limited extras available for $100 each in cash or check. The yearbooks are looking great so far, so congratulations to Mr. Zambrano, Editor-in-Chief Greisen Handler, and the whole yearbook staff.
Recently, The Wedding Singer took audiences back to a time when hair was big, greed was good, collars were up, and a wedding singer might just have been the coolest guy in the room. The musical, set in 1985, is about a rock star wannabe, Robbie Hart. After his fiancée left him at the altar, Robbie decided to make every wedding as disastrous as his own. However, he soon falls in love with a waitress named Julia and makes it his mission to win her over before she gets married. Last Friday, the VPA department hosted opening night where they performed a spectacular show and continued their amazing work with 2 more shows on Saturday. Great job to the VPA department on this wonderful musical.
The theater department has definitely been busy because last Tuesday they traveled to Waterbury for the prestigious Halo Awards, where they were nominated for 13 awards. Performing one more day from Les Mis, New Canaan brought back 2 awards. Both for Jack the Ripper, Monster of Whitechapel, our theater department was awarded Best Classical Play, and Dradea Releva won Best Costume Design. Congrats to the theater department on these awards and an amazing year of productions.
We have some other award winners to share with you. Recently, the Area 9 Cable Council's Access Awards were announced. The contest recognizes original film and videos produced by students in Fairfield County over a variety of categories. New Canaan seniors crushed it, taking home several first, second, or third place awards. Liv Murata won first place in animation and stop motion for her film Tether. Clare Pirelli took third place in the experimental category for her film Anxiety. Talia Scherer's video on the Wade Me Care Center earned third place in general interest story. For the best PSA, Maggie Marshall won second for her video on safe driving. NCTV's John Frieders picked up not one but 2 first-place awards, both in sports, for Best Highlight Reel and Best Sports Play-by-Play. On top of all of this, Liv Murata also won the John M. Rapicki Award, which is awarded for Best Overall High School Project. It was for her film animation Tether, which discussed the topic of losing a sibling. Here's a bit of it now. That's amazing, and we're also happy to announce that this show, NCTV's Morning Announcements, again won first place for Best News Show. So congrats to everyone here in the studio and behind the scenes in the control room. It takes a lot of people to make this happen.
It certainly does. For the past few years, the NCHS band has selected 1 to 2 students to be drum majors. For those of you who don't know, a drum major serves as the leader of a band, and the title is derived from past band military traditions. This year, there was an incredibly competitive process to select the NCHS band drum majors. Candidates had to earn the endorsement of the current Sax 8th grade band, a committee made up of faculty and alumni, as well as the approval of their fellow peers in an audition setting. I'm happy to announce that the new Caden High School drum majors for the 2025-26 school year will be Naomi Pitts and Alma Sue. Their leadership, energy, and vision will help take the band to new heights, so be sure to congratulate them on this accomplishment if you see them.
Speaking of accomplishments, we'd like to take a moment to say a heartfelt farewell to our retiring faculty members. Thank you to school counselor Miss Vernon and school psychologist Miss Warkington. Also retiring are 2 science teachers, Mr. Reid and Miss Kemp, as well as art teacher Miss Core. Thank you all for your many years of hard work and dedication. We wish you all the best in this next exciting chapter of your lives. If you want more info about school like these ones we give on the morning announcements, check out the Quran app. It has plenty of cool stories on everything New Canaan. You can download it on the App Store on your mobile device and enjoy. Keeping on our topic of news, our Rams athletes have been at the tail end of their seasons, and with that comes some big storylines emerging in the playoffs. To tell us more about that, let's send it over to Caden Leslie for sports. What's the latest, Caden?
Thank you, PJ. Well, a lot has happened with our Rams ever since I was in front of the camera 2 weeks ago for the previous broadcast, so I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get right into it. As always, I'm Caden Leslie, here to give you your Rams Sports Report. Girls golf has been on fire lately. After a huge 6-stroke win over Trumbull that sealed their undefeated regular season, the girls shifted their focus into postseason action. At the FCAC Individual Championships, it was senior Lauren Livesay who took home first after shooting par on the first playoff hole. For this, Lauren, you are our Ram of the Week. If you would like to nominate a future Ram of the Week, email nctv78@gmail.com. In the FCAC Championship team meet at the Country Club of Fairfield, the girls won. And now they shift their focus to the Division I state meet as well as the state open meet next week, so good luck, girls, and keep on winning. After falling in the FCAC semifinals to 2-seeded Staples, boys tennis shifted their focus to states where they are the defending champions. Because of their strong 13-2 regular season record, the boys earned the number 1 seed in the Class L bracket and kicked off match play last Friday against 16-seed New Milford. The boys easily won 7-love, propelling them into the quarterfinals where they took on the 9-seed Newtown and took them down by a score of also 7-love. As if there hadn't already been enough sweeps, yesterday the boys beat number 5-seed Wilton 7-love, punching their third straight ticket into the state championship. Later today, the boys will take on arch rival Darien in the biggest match of the season, so make sure to wish the boys some luck and return with the trophy. Girls tennis recently finished up a stellar regular season with a record of 12-3. In the FCAC quarterfinals, the girls took home a 4-1 win over Wilton that set them up to play in the semifinals against Greenwich. Unfortunately, they came up just short to the Cardinals, but then rebounded quickly in the first round of state playoffs where they dominated Pomperog by a score of 6-1 on Friday with a notable performance from the three doubles team that went undefeated. On Monday, they took on the number 1 seeded Guilford and dominated them 6-1, leading them to play East Lyme yesterday, where the girls came out victorious, which puts them in the state championship today against Cheshire. Amazing work, girls, and bring that title back home. Baseball season unfortunately came to an end last night after beating Norwich Free Academy by a score of 1-0 thanks to some amazing pitching from junior Zach Joslin. The boys got knocked out by Fairfield Ward last night in Fairfield by a score of 13-0. Softball was knocked out of FCX in the semifinals where the girls fell to the number 1 seeded St. Joe's in a razor-close game 2-1. With the defeat, the girls turned their focus to states where they earned the number 5 seed in the Class L bracket. The team's first matchup will be later today at Waveney Park against the 12-seeded Shelton, so go out and support the girls as they look to make a deep state run. That's going to be all the sports I give you today. This section is just so jam-packed with information that I'm sure you guys would get bored if it was just me talking over for that long. It's been another great year updating you guys on both the sports report and the main anchor, as I'm stoked to come back next year in front of the camera as a senior to keep giving you the latest on everything happening around the school. Back to you, PJ.
Thanks, Caden. I don't remember the last time we've had this many accomplishments to feature on the sports report, and we're only halfway through. Luckily, we have Clare Greisen to take us over the rest. Claire, what else has been going on?
Of course, PJ. Volleyball wrapped up an absolute insane regular season, finishing with a stunning 17-3 record and winning FCX. New Canaan's home court was an absolute fortress this season as they remained undefeated with a 9-0 record for the entire season. A major highlight of the season was a recent victory over a strong Staples team in the FCAC final, handing the Wreckers a 3-1 defeat and winning New Canaan their first ever FCAC championship. NCTV's Braceland Flood caught up with senior captain Dylan Reese about the big win.
As you know, it feels amazing to finally put a banner on the wall. Is something we've really been working hard for. We've maintained a high level of focus this season, which I think has really propelled us to get those last 2 wins against teams that we had previously lost to earlier in the season. The game against Staples was one of the best games I've ever seen us play, and the level of intensity and focus we kept throughout the game, even with the large amount of fans, was incredible to see, and I'm very proud of the team.
Finally, to top off this amazing season, they got into the Connecticut State Championship and will be playing a game against Putnam today. So good luck, boys. Come out and support them. Because of your guys' amazing run this season, we decided that you guys are all going to be Rams of the Week. This was a big feat to not deserve this honor, so congratulations, boys, and keep it up in states. Boys track is in the heat of the postseason right now and has not disappointed. The big story was the 4x8 relay team of Bullinger, Kilkenny, Ryan Monahan, and Spencer Payne, making their postseason debut and returning a blistering 7:59, winning the Class L 4x8. Their season is not done yet. They will go on to compete at state opens this Saturday, and the 4x8 will be competing at nationals later in June. Girls track has continued to dominate, placing 3rd overall at the FCAC Championship, earning 90.5 points. Leading the way for the Rams again was senior Lauren Smith, winning the shot put, discus, and javelin, completing a clean sweep of the throwing events at both FCACs and states. Also stepping up was sophomore Milana Hutchins, who at FCACs won both the triple and the long jump and placed in both at Class L Championship. Good luck to the state open. At States Opens girls. Boys lacrosse has had a busy couple of weeks after a huge win over New Jersey powerhouse Don Bosco that made national headlines. The boys had a ton of momentum heading into FCACs. After running through St. Joe's 15-4 with freshman Gray Wildman scoring 7 goals, the boys had a huge tilt in Wilton against rival Darien. Thanks to a hat trick from junior Cole Campese and double overtime heroics from the freshman Wildman once again, the boys were on their way to an FCAC championship matchup versus the Ridgefield Tigers. NCTV was there, so let's roll the tape. The boys walked into Wilton on a hot streak, looking to win their first FCAC championship since 2019. Ridgefield got the scoring going early with this goal on the run in the first minute. Then down 2-0, Matt Reid got the boys right back into it, diving across the crease and burying it in the back of the cage. The Tigers responded right away and got 2 quick goals to extend their lead to 3. Ridgefield gained even more momentum thanks to a strong play in net from goalie Dylan Penn. Down big, the boys needed a boost, and who else than the freshman phenom Gray Wildman to get them right back into it. The boys came out of the halftime locker room motivated with junior Holy Cross commit Fryn Roeder, getting them back in within 3. However, Ridgefield killed all the momentum they had with these 2 highlight reel goals from Ridgefield Jake Carney and on this behind the back and this 85-yard pass from goalie Dylan Penn to Chris Colsey, who finishes it off. The boys eventually got the offense going, but it was a little too late as the Ridgefield Tigers would go on to win the 2025 FCIAC Championship. The boys now shift their focus to states looking to win their first state title since 2017. The girls lacrosse team had a strong fight in the FCIAC semifinals, but unfortunately it wasn't enough as they fell to Wilton 9-8. But the girls have high hopes and are looking forward to states where they look to be a top contender. Their first game was yesterday where they faced off against Newington and won easily by a score of 21-2. We wish you the best of luck, girls, and the rest of states. That's a wrap for Caden and I here at NCTV Sports. We are so proud of all of our spring athletes, and I especially am excited and looking forward to seeing you back in the fall. PJ, Avery, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Claire and Caden. Sounds like we're really wrapping up the year with a bang in sports. And with the great weather we've been having, it's been perfect for getting outside. Hopefully it stays like that, and here to tell us more is Mr. Reid with this week's forecast. Mr. Reid, what's the weather looking like?
Thanks, Avery. I'm excited to be on camera for the first time here at NCTV, and even more excited for this week's weather. What's up, NCHS? I'm Mr. Reid, and I'm here to tell you all about the weather this week. For the rest of today, it's going to be very sunny with temps in the mid-80s and drop down to the low 60s, so make sure you go outside and get some sun. Moving into Thursday, we will experience temps close to 90 degrees. That should be good for my pool. And lows in the high 60s. What a beautiful day to go outside for a swim. Some bad news for Friday, though, because there will be showers throughout the day with temperatures in the high 80s dropping to the low 60s. So make sure you dress well for the rain. You know what they say, when the rain comes down, the umbrellas go up. It will clear up late in the afternoon and remain in the 70s. Now let's talk about the weekend. On Saturday will be another rainy day with temps in the low 70s and drop to the low 60s, so another restricted day from enjoying the sun. Let's talk about Sunday, though. It will be clear with temps in the high 70s and in the lows in the 60s. It will be partly cloudy with a low chance of rain, so make sure you go outside and enjoy the summer weather. That's all for this week's weather. I hope everyone has a great rest of the week here at NCHS. Avery, PJ, back to you.
Thanks, Mr. Reid. I can't wait to enjoy this weather now that it's finally feeling like summer.
Before we go, we want to wish a very happy birthday to Finn Eriks and Travis Bothwell.
And please make sure to follow us on Twitter at NCTV78 and subscribe to our YouTube channel also at NCTV78.
Now we'll send you to our final segment of the year with Maddie Elmernessy going around asking people about their favorite memories of this school year.
Have a great summer, NCHS.
Hey, I'm Maddie Elmernessy here with NCTV, and thank God school's over. But for now, let's go inside and ask people about their favorite memory of the school year. Let's go. I'm here with
Alex.
Joy.
with
Daryl Ortiz. Neil Aurora.
Lucy. Sheila.
Mr. Percucci.
Mr. Blas.
Maddox Hoffman.
And what grades are you guys in?
Freshman.
Freshman.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore. 9th. I'm a sophomore.
Throughout this year, what was your favorite class?
LA.
Probably also LA.
Definitely history.
Probably math with Mr. K.
Probably my history class.
History. World history.
Well, their World History 2 class, of course.
Working with my Period 2 Algebra 2 class.
And what was your favorite memory from LA?
When my boy Noir sprayed cologne all over the LA room and we couldn't use it anymore.
We did the balcony scene for Romeo and Juliet, and every time I played the guy and I got a boy to play the girl.
I don't know, it was just a lot of fun and taught me to do my work right.
And what was your favorite memory from that class?
Playing grudge ball to get extra points on quizzes.
What's grudge ball?
It's a game where we shoot paper into a trash can and like you're in teams and you can get bonus points.
Just
doing, working on projects and stuff like that.
We've done some pretty high-level stuff, and it's been really cool to see the kids in that class step up to the challenge and do some high-level math.
My favorite memory was being in history class with Mr. F. Yeah, sounds about right.
The 2 times they showed up on time.
I'm back, and thank you guys so much for the wonderful school year, and I hope everyone had a great time watching the NCTV broadcast this year. I've had a blast, and now let's wrap things up. I hope you guys have a great summer, and I'll see you guys all in the fall.